Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to another GTA content creator live stream. This is week 34 back on PC, hence the 60 FPS. And the meetup choice today was disappointing vehicles. I mean, I don't understand the Huntley S because I love the Huntley S. I can understand the GP1. Obviously a lot of people seem to not be liking the Night Shark. The Adder, a lot of people thought it was good, but it wasn't really. So yeah, disappointing vehicles. We've had a fair few of those over the years. Cars that we thought were going to be better than what they were. I actually, I brought the Omnis. As much as I adore the vehicle and love the way that it drives, the amount of nerfs that it's had over the years, well, over the months, has just... it just makes me so sad. Dominator race car, what's that doing here? Anyway, so as always with these content creator live streams, we go through 7 different tracks that have been submitted by the community, by you guys. If you want to submit your tracks and you haven't done so already, the link's in the description. The links to all the tracks that we're going to play are in the description as well. We go through 7 tracks, we give them all a race. I give my thoughts on them. And yeah, hopefully you guys find some good new tracks to play. So let's get started up. Perfect time to get ready to start it up where we can cut out Oleg trying to get attention. Well, thanks, Hamster Boy. Alright, let's put it on 7 laps. Let's put on non-contact. I mean, it's on supers already, so we'll leave it on supers. Oh, I didn't want to do an auto invite. Egypt. When did you last use the Stinger GT? Quite a while ago, to be honest. Record it in game. Thank you. Thank you, thumbnail. Thank you. You guys are quality. Thank you. I can always rely on you guys. I would have forgotten again. Just call me iPod with a 30 bits. Hey, listen, remember to turn on the in-game recording or don't, your choice. Thank you for the help. Oh, what a scumbag! Soundwave? Is that what's meant to be? Soundwave? Might not be. I don't know. With the 4 months, have some of Amazon's money. Thank you so much. I appreciate some of Amazon's money. Thank you. Better that I get it than Amazon gets it, I suppose. Amazon already have enough. Wasn't happy. There we go. They get money from you for the Prime subscription, so it's not like free money. No, that's true. Butchered. Sorry. Sindweave. Search and destroy WV. See, people put weird names that I can't possibly say and then have a go at me for not being able to say them. It is Soundwave, see? See, I had it bang on. Thank you. Alright, 30 players. Excellent. Let's get this going. As always with the with the content creator live streams, I don't focus on the chat as much, obviously because I'm focusing on the tracks, I'm focusing on the races and things like that. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some good tracks. I think there's a good selection of tracks in this one. I do not have a Voltic. Not on PC anyway. Yes, in-game recorder, thank you. What do I have? I feel like acceleration is going to be needed. Should I use the Infernus? It's been a long time. Let's use the Infernus. It's been a while. Even laps. I didn't see it say even laps actually. Maybe it did need to be even laps. Bollocks. Alright, first track, Hooker Sprint ROC, so it's a Race of Champions style track. 2 sides. I didn't put this on even number of laps. That may have been a mistake. I didn't realise, I didn't recognise, so maybe it should have been on an even number of laps. But we'll see. I've gone for the Infernus. Just because it's been so long since I used it. Oh, it's a beast. It's an absolute beast. And we're on non-contact, obviously, with it being such a small circuit and so many people. I forgot to record. Thank you, chat. I knew I would. They reminded me so many times and I still forgot. Okay, you don't need an even number of laps for this one, so we're alright. We've also got the controller overlay. Those of you watching this on YouTube afterwards, obviously if you're not here for the stream, we just put this on. This is the first stream that we've had that on. Feel free to let me know what you think. Do you like it? I feel like the Infernus may not have been the best choice. I mean, normally it isn't, but perhaps more so now. I was hoping it does have some powerful acceleration every now and then, but not against the Tempesta, frankly. So the reason that I recorded that via the in-game recorder is to get the thumbnail image, so I don't have to go back into it like I always normally do. The thumbnail is always taken from the first track. I mean, you've never been able to compete in an Infernus, but there was a time where you could at least think about using it. I had a 28 player Infernus comeback. It was a glorious race in the GTA Live Racing Series. It just can't really hold up as much anymore against the big boys that we have now. Anyway, onto the track. Interesting Race of Champions style track, this one. Keep missing the braking point there. Obviously it's got the bridges and over and under, which is pretty fun. For those who don't know, Race of Champions is where it's an end of season motorsport event, really. Look it up anyway. It's a pretty famous thing now. It's been going for a while. That pedestrian there just randomly walking on the prop. But yeah, you have this aspect of a dual style circuit, quite short. So you got people racing on one half of the track and then people racing on the other half of the track as well. You know, like I tend to always say, when it comes to these dual circuits on GTA, they are better like this, where they're really short laps, because then you're always passing the start-finish straight. You're always seeing people who you're potentially racing against, even if you're not, you know, actually racing them on the track because you're on the opposite side of it. You are still racing against them overall, and obviously everybody ends up doing the same length of track. Okay, that was a lot better that time. Getting the hang of the Infernus. It takes a bit of time to get back used to the Infernus again, but we're getting there. Uncovered lamppost. Triggered. That was a perfect example though of like why you can't just leave lampposts uncovered. That could have quite easily fallen down on me and ruined my race. You bitch! For no reason of my own. It doesn't matter as much on something like this, but you know, just as a general thing, this is why I always go on about it for proper event circuits. Oh, what a scumbag! Thank you for the donation and subscriptions. I'll read them out at the end of the race. Yeah, fun little Race of Champions style track, this one. Absolutely. I like the over-under aspect. Nailing that bit every time. Yuki Infernus's. Beautiful machine. Getting the hang of it now. We're getting there. We're getting the hang of the Infernus. It's all coming back. It's all coming screaming back to me. How to control this car. It's unlike any other car. Any other supercar at least. Like it's completely unique. It's fantastic. I wish it was on the pace. Absolute classic as well. The GTA universe, the Infernus. So yeah, with these dual style circuits, I am racing against other people on the other side of the track. I'm just not actively racing against them side by side. That's how these all work. With the introduction of secondary checkpoints to the creator, it really did make a big difference to these being able to be created. Having split tracks and split lanes and things like that. It's all coming back to me. I bet if you were to compare, like put it side by side, my laps from the first 2 or 3 laps of this race in the Infernus to now, there would be like an absolutely massive difference. Like that's the difference between knowing what to do. Like with the Osiris, I managed to pull away from the Osiris that I was racing against. Infernus takes a bit of time to get back used to it once you haven't, if you haven't driven it for a while. Yeah, this is a fun Race of Champions style track. That wasn't good. Like I said, the links for all the tracks that we're going to play tonight are in the description of the YouTube video, and they are in the order in which we play them as well. So this is the first track, obviously. Interesting to see one of these Race of Champions tracks in the city. It's not usual. They're normally all just made up of stunt props or in an arena style format. Sweet! Dick Kelly with a 314. What the donation sound said. Fair enough. Thank you so much, Dick Kelly. It does have turning issues, the Infernus at times. Thank you for the donation, man. Hamster Boy 90 as well with the subscription. Thank you so much. Yes, Zephyr in the chat. The join command explains it all. Good old Infernus. 109. I'll take that lap time from an Infernus. Beating these Osiris and Tempesters and Neros. Obviously not the top ones, but... Oh, the Tempesters. Top 3. DJ Danny Green with the $1. Bit of fun battling we had there, indeed. Thank you so much for the donation. Let's go for 7 laps. We'll have this one on contact. 7 laps is too many. 5 laps. I was thinking we were doing a Patreon stream. The next 2 tracks that we have actually are the next 2 tracks are proper racing circuits, event style circuits, and they are MCEC tracks. And I think they are the only 2 tracks from PC, PS4 or Xbox One, maybe, that haven't featured yet in a content creator stream, but are in the MCEC, I think. So this is actually the first time I will have played it properly in a big lobby like this. So it should be fun. But yeah, this is actually the next round of the MCC, round 3. It's gonna be crazy. The 2 tracks this weekend for the MCC for round 3 are so short. There's going to be so many overtakes. I wasn't talking about the championship order, Benimi. I was saying the next two tracks in this playlist. I subscribed for 6 months, but it says I'm only subscribed for a single month. Yes, that's the length of time you've subscribed for. It doesn't do it in advance. Let's go. Let's pull off for this one. Keep it interesting. Wow, an explosion already. These are the stream races I know and love. Hopefully the MCC won't see things like this. People flying everywhere. I don't know how people manage it. Obviously I'm not racing on this track. It's the PC airport circuit. I'll be racing on David Bowie Speedway on the PS4, which we have had on a content creator stream before. As we move into the middle set of tracks in the MCC rounds that are all the community created tracks, not mine. But yeah, event style circuit, obviously very, very high quality, what you would expect. And wow, that was an insane amount of lag. I don't even know who it was. I need to wait, but I don't know who to wait for. Oh, he's disconnected. That explains the lag. I've got to wait for... God damn it. So yeah, this is the sort of thing that you need to be looking at if you're trying to create what would be deemed to be an event style circuit. It has to have literally nothing wrong to it, and we're going to see that in the next track as well in this playlist tonight. It's the other event style circuit that is also on the PC version of the MCC. But I mean, I like that. I love the banking where you can see the other cars. It's so cool. But yeah, you know, event circuits, like I've said in the past, they have to leave the result of the race completely up to the skill of the drivers. It shouldn't have anything to do with a lamppost getting knocked over, all this kind of stuff. There shouldn't be anything on the track that could affect the outcome of a race beyond just the driver driving the track. This is why I'm so against lampposts in what are meant to be proper event style circuits. And it's also why we recently changed Olympic GP. It doesn't go through the hospital anymore, just because it wasn't the best place for side-by-side racing and stuff like that. Sweet! Making up positions. I love this car. I'm in love with this car. I adore it. It's so good. Such a challenge. But yeah, as you can see, you know, the apex props, all that kind of stuff. You don't see any of the stunt tubes that I was talking about. Was it last week, I think? Or the week before? You know, you don't see any of it. It's just stuff that you're not gonna catch on. It's not bad for racing or anything like that. That's what it's all about. I love that. The banking looks so cool, you have to say. Oh, I just lost a bit of speed. There's a little bit of oversteer. Going for that top three. Damn it. We've got a three-way battle with the Sabre Turbo that doesn't do anywhere near as well on the straights, but certainly, oh my days, certainly enjoys it in the back half of the track. Felt I deserved a little bit of space there though. Wait, where's he gone? Where has he gone? I was waiting for him, and he's gone. Okay, well, third place there's no chance of that. Third place is gone. We were doing so well. I did wait. You weren't there to take advantage of it. Ah, God damn it. I like the track. Really nice track. That's why it's in the MCC. That's what it's all about. So yeah, obviously just wanted to, you know, like with the track that we have just after this one, another MCC circuit. I thought it was, you know, they were submitted as well, but it's also a good idea, and it, you know, it's quite good to showcase the MCC tracks on these content creator live streams, because like I said, these are the only two that haven't featured on one of these content creator streams before, and they are an MCC circuit for a reason as well. So yeah, good tracks. Well, good track, and then the next one will be good as well. Panda, I waited for you and you were nowhere to be seen. I was waiting all the way around the back straight and you were nowhere. I don't know where you went. 324, let's put it on spot. For this one. A Mirror Park track for MCC, indeed. Now, do you know what? This track is going to show people how a Mirror Park track should be made. There's so many... We've seen so many Mirror Park tracks through these content creator live streams, and there's always issues with them, you could say. And this is what you want to be looking to as a good, at least, starting point for how you might want to go about creating a Mirror Park track. I mean, let's go for the Fauter, why not? Actually, let's go for the Jester race car, let's be a try-hard. I love these streams, they're so relaxing. Oh, really? Well, that's good. I'm glad. I hope people still enjoy these things. Are there any tracks on the MCC from the content creator playlists? Well, like I just said, I just said that in the last track. All the tracks that are in the MCC have been featured on the content creator streams at some point or another, I'm sure. I think, anyway. I'm going to go off at the start and then go through the pit lane, I think, for this one. I don't know where the pit lane is. There's the pit lane. Okay, at least I know where it is now for the next lap. Seems pretty wide open for a Mirror Park track so far, right? Yep. This is how you create a Mirror Park track. That is a point. There are some lampposts that have been removed. That's a fair point, as Iceman says. There are some lampposts that have been removed. Obviously with PC, with it being PC, there are, or there used to be at least, some ways to use the dev creator and remove lampposts. Why Rockstar don't make that available to everyone, you'll have to ask them. But yeah, there are some lampposts I would still prefer to have covered as well, but you can't have everything. So yeah, that's how you make a Mirror Park track. You don't try to basically stuff everything into Mirror Park. Essentially. Alright, let's go through the pits because I have a huge lead. Really? Finally! There we go, we got some people. To those asking why I go to the back or don't go off at the start, this is why. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best racer all the time, but starting at the front just gives you such an advantage, especially in a stream race when there's all sorts of crashes going on. But yeah, very, very nice Mirror Park track. Used for round 5, I want to say. No, 6. Round 6 of the MCC on PC. Again, I won't be racing it, because I'm racing on the PC version, but we'll be here spectating. Not an awful lot to say, really, you know, about these good tracks. They are very good tracks, and that's what it is. Blaze is just showing off now in a regular Jester. Scum. Cheeky. Cheeky. Pedestrian. Are really pedestrians not turned off? There's something I can say. Get pedestrians turned off. There's always improvement that can be made on tracks, even when you think they're perfect and finished. Oh! Damn it! Ruined. Absolutely ruined. Just as it was about to get interesting as well. Yeah, again, not an awful lot I can really say. It's just a nice track. Find the link, get it, play it, enjoy it. One of the few good Mirror Park tracks. And the beauty of that, the reason that it's a good Mirror Park track is because it doesn't only use Mirror Park. I think that's the key. Yeah, there are still a few lampposts I would like to have, you know, covered and things like that on that track. It's not perfect in my eyes, but it seemed to do well for PC events. So you know, who am I to say anything on it? The relatively decent thing about it is that where there are lampposts and things, they're away from the racing line. They're not key. And you've always got to decide, you know, where you want things and what to do with things, and where best to spend your 150 props, I guess. But yeah, very, very good track. Yeah, there's a I think we got a good selection of tracks tonight. The quality will be high, I think. Again, there are so many submissions, certainly on PC and PS4. Let's actually leave it on 4. Rally cars for this one, everybody in this session. Should we do it on non-contact? Let's do it on non-contact. It's 2 miles long. Let's not do it on non-contact. But yeah, there are so many submissions that, you know, people are always ask, when am I going to get my tracks played? And you might never get your tracks played if it's not as, you know, good enough. But I can't ever give a time limit, because ultimately I choose from the best tracks that we've had submitted from random. But there are so many tracks, especially on PC and PS4. We have the most tracks on PS4, and then PC, and then Xbox are quite a way down in terms of numbers. But yeah, the one thing I want to say about this track, it's a rally track. I think it's quite a bare bones rally track, like a classic rally. I really like the theme. Like the description is really good. It fits well with the name. There are a few spelling mistakes a little bit in the description, but I like when they put a backstory into it. It just makes the track feel a little bit more alive. So our first rally track of the day. Should have put it on non-contact. Not gonna wait? Oh yeah, okay, thank you. I was gonna say. And I know that the Omnis is way off the pace, but I can't help it. I just love it so much. Even after its 2 nerfs, it still drives beautifully. And I love it. Saved it! Saved it and got an overtake. Beautiful. Worked a treat. Wow! That Kuruma. That Kuruma's been everywhere. I see people in the chat are discussing my spelling mistakes comment. Like, I'm only saying that to, if you want the track the best it can be, then, you know, you fix those things. That's all I'm saying. What if it's a smelling mistake? Then I think that's on you. So about the track itself. Nice rally track. Goes through quite a fun area, fun location. I like the roads. The road selection is nice. Doesn't really try to do too much when it comes to, you know, an overuse of stunt props or things like that. It's kind of a classic style, just with a nice updated feel. Yeah, it feels nice to me. Nice rally track. Rally circuit. Bit of regular roads as well. It's too long for what we consider, you know, what you would consider to be rallycross. Yeah, it's a nice rally. Yeah, some high quality of tracks tonight. I've got to say, there's not a lot I've been needing to really say. Maybe that's a fault of me. Maybe I'm better at giving criticism than I am at giving positive things. I feel like when it comes to positive things, like, I've said it all before about other tracks, like, you guys probably know what makes up a good track by now because you've had it drilled into you by me over the last 34 weeks of doing these live streams. Yeah, it's just clean, it's just nice. It's just a really, really fun rally track. That's what it needs to be more so than anything else. Good road selection. No issues regarding props or anything like that. Can we get top 10? That is the question. Seems too long to be a rally track. It's too long to be a rallycross track, but it's not a rallycross track. It's never said to be a rallycross track. It's a rally track. And rally tracks can be as long as you want. Realistically, rallies should be point-to-point things that are very long, but it's very difficult to do that on GTA and get a good linking road section together and all that. So 3 people in front of me. I only need to pass one of them. 1 out of the 3 to get into top 10. Come on, little Omnis. You can do it. I believe in you. Hello everyone, I'm Burofy1322 and this donation serves as an update to my fastest fully upgraded donation series where I take all donation sounds around the circuit to find the best to use for racing. Do you know what? It's been a long... It has actually been a while. We haven't heard that sound for quite a while, and not very often since I actually introduced it for the 1322 donation. And I'm pretty sure it's the first time... Oh god, I've ruined that. I'm pretty sure that's the first time we've ever had that donation sound feature in a YouTube video. Certainly feature in one of these content creator live streams, so... The game's being given away now. Everyone watching this on YouTube knows the special sound for the streams. Can't find that sound anywhere else in any other videos apart from the video that this stream will turn into. God damn it. I don't think I'm going to get top 10. No, that's it. Damn it! DJ Danny Green with a 1322. I think it's always at about race 5 that I disconnect. Good thing my lunch delivery is here. Thank you so much for the 1322, DJ Danny Green. I appreciate it so much. The chat seemed to enjoy it. It's the best sound ever. Thank you, DJ Danny Green. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the 1322. The way to get promoted in Nodo is follow the instructions in Nodo. If you're talking about the stream crew, the join command in the chat gives you all the info about that. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Nobody ever has to donate. I really appreciate it. It allows me to keep doing the things that I do. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do all this. Karuma, best lap, as always. G-Fred won't make it on a content creator stream. Too many lampposts not covered. Alright, let's do 5 laps and let's do sports classics. Mix it up a bit. Non-contact? No. Let's do standard. Not destroy last place, thank you very much. Yeah, there are some G-Fred style submissions actually. But the chance of them being played on these streams are pretty slim. Like, it would probably have to be maybe a special edition thing, but it's difficult to, you know, you want to do 7 tracks. We've got so many submissions. I always want to do 7 tracks every week. And even then, it's difficult to get through everything. So I don't know whether these really, really long tracks are going to make it. And I'm all for point-to-point races, but normally we try to do the amount of laps to equal 10 miles with these content creator streams. So, you know, if you are submitting a point-to-point race, around 10 miles would be good. 24-hour stream involving only G-Freds. Content creator stream G-Fred edition. Can you imagine that? 7 G-Freds, or 7 Fred races, as they're called. Half an hour each. That'd be a long ass stream. sure you guys would love it. We've played this track before on a Patreon stream, and I have to say this is probably one of my favorite city circuits on all platforms, I think. Wow! What on earth was that? And he's just driven off. He's just driven off. I can't believe what I've just seen from that Turismo with the white wall rims. By the way, I'm pretty sure there aren't uncovered lampposts on this track. It's just the amount of carnage that was putting people over props and things like that. This is just insane. That is why there you go, that's what I was talking about a few weeks ago. What's just happened on that prop is exactly why you don't want to be using these props anymore, because they have wonky hitboxes. And people were actually mentioning about the hitboxes in the comments, like if you know the hitboxes are wonky, just don't hit them or don't go close to it. But the problem is that the hitboxes themselves stick out and they're invisible, so you can't see them. You don't know where the hitboxes for the props are. That's the main issue with it. But yeah, this is one of my favourite city circuits. Unfortunately, the person who created it can't update it. He's been banned, I think. His GTA account's been banned, so there's no more updating or fine-tuning of this to get rid of all these wonky props with wonky hitboxes, unfortunately. But I just really like the flow of it. Like, it would be nice if we could get that sort of stuff fixed, but regardless, it's just got a nice flow, this track, for a city circuit. I keep braking too late for that corner and chicane. It does look like we are dropping some frames. Those watching this on YouTube are probably not going to notice anything, I imagine. Usually when things like this happen, it doesn't affect the local recording that I take, which then ultimately ends up on YouTube. But yeah, very frustrating. We had the big internet discussion last week on last week's content creator stream video. It seems like things haven't improved. Don't know why. But apologies to those of you watching live on Twitch who may be having issues. But yeah, it's a nice track this, got a nice flow in the city. I mean, I've already said the things that really need to be improved. The hitboxes and the props aren't smooth and things like that. Unfortunately, they can't be done on this track in particular, but it's just something to point out to people.
He gets such a huge boost from...
If you're using any of the props that have these wonky hitboxes that we talked about last week, I mean, if you want to get the full story on it, watch last week's stream. I talk about it in great depth, but basically Invisible hitboxes on stunt tubes and things like that. Not smooth. And they cause issues. Same with the metal barriers. There's actually very few stunt props that are smooth. Thank you guys for the donations. I shall read them after this. After the race, as always. Going for top 10 again. Can we do it? Got a Torero in front, Sterling's. God, we got all 5. We're only missing an Infernos Classic. And we'd have all 5 of the top sports classics. Oh, 4 wide in that section. Crazy. There's top 10 though. It's just like cutback after cutback after cutback. Worked a treat in the end. It was like a move set up like 10 corners in advance. And that's the thing, if you have a track that is able to provide racing like that, then you know you're doing something right. That's the ultimate test of a track, I guess. If you can have this side-by-side racing experience without issues, then you're doing alright. Good stuff. Whoopi Igor with the $1. It's partially the extended hitboxes, partially multi-hitbox props that overlap. You can slightly clip into one at a time, but then the second one afterwards. Yeah, that's the thing as well. If you put 2 together, then one ends up going into the other, and you can go through one, but not the other one. Yeah. Thank you for the donation. And Percy Pig with the $5. Today's my birthday. Here's my present to you. That's how this birthday thing works, right? No, it isn't. Happy birthday, though, Percy Pig. But thank you so much for the donation. You don't need to be watching my stream on your birthday. I'm sure there's many better things you can be doing. Thank you so much for the donation. What I'm going to do is quickly stop the stream and restart it again, just to try and fix this dropping frames issue. And then we'll be back very shortly. So, back in a second. And whilst I am fixing this, those who are watching this on YouTube are getting to see the recording as well. Because I decided to start recording that. So I'm talking just to you guys on YouTube now. The people who are in the stream aren't seeing this. You can actually see their distrust, their distaste with it all these late. They're all scumbags. They're all absolute scumbags. Anyway, I guess we better start streaming again. Just act like nothing happened. Alright, we should be back now. Frames seem to be, well, the bitrate seems to be okay, so we're all good. 6th track out of 7. Thankfully managed to get that. I am not late, you're all scumbags. Let's go back to supers and do this in non-contact. And let's do 6 laps. Seems like an interesting one, this one. I believe this one was submitted as like a regular playlist race, so it's not, you know, races like that, they're not held to the higher standard of what an event style circuit would be at. The first two, the second and the third races that we had, the second and the third races that we had in the playlist, those were what you would consider to be event style of circuits, so they're held to a higher level. I would say these two they're all proper racing circuits. The second, the third, and then the one we've just played on this one, they're all proper racing circuits meant for, you know, proper racing. But the first two are more the event style, and these two are more the just like for a chilled out playlist. If you just want to do some racing, you're not doing it in a high level event and you're not being all serious about it, but you can still have very good proper races on.
Such a huge boost from...
That's the kind of the distinction, and you're seeing it in this playlist, in this stream. I think, anyway. I'm not sure about this one, but we'll see, because I don't play these really before we bring them on the stream. But I think that's the way this one goes. It might surprise me. It might be totally perfect and be eligible for proper events, but it seems very small, so that's why I say that. Bilbo Baggins with a 546. Hi, Bruffy, it's my birthday too. Well, happy birthday. Thank you for the donation, man. What? Oh, we're going. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Can people stop giving me donations on their birthday? It's your birthday. You should be getting the money and the presents and all the nice things. Well, thank you so much, guys, for the donations. Yeah. This is a very interesting circuit. This is rather unique as well. It feels quite unique. Like, you know how you can play circuits sometimes and feel like you've played it all before, or it's very similar to something else that you've played before, or it's the same area and it's just the same old thing all over again. This one doesn't feel like that. It's close. This feels very fresh. Kind of in an area that's very rarely raced as well, I would say. This is exactly what I was talking about with that sort of fun, casual playlist style race. Oh, that's a crash. That's me getting distracted by the crash and not doing very well. You know, it's a good, high-paced. Certainly nothing majorly wrong with the circuit at all. And it's just it's a unique experience. You're going over and under, and you know, high-paced stuff. Yeah, this is a good bit of fun. Damn it. Too much. Cut in too much. We've had some really good tracks tonight. Like I said, all the links for all the tracks are in the description. Definitely recommend adding them. Rock Boost, it's a thing. Oh, damn it. Every time. Very tricky actually, this track. It's tricky to get a completely clean lap every single lap. It's quite deceptive in some of the corners. You got to be thinking ahead, but like the corners are somewhat blind, so it's quite a bit of a challenge. I like it. Don't like all these Wagners, but I do approve of Blaze in his cheetah. Many approvals. I think we might be alright to keep top 10. Just... Clean lap, last lap. Got it. Yeah, that was really good. That was a fun circuit. Wagner was the quickest lap time. Definitely. Last lap, clean lap, best lap. Yeah, so much, a lot of quality this week from the PC tracks. Gotta say, this has been a very, very high quality circuit. High quality stream, sorry, of many good circuits. That's what I was gonna say. Not by much though. Yeah, only 3/10, I guess. Good stuff. Really, really fun circuit, that one. That is a perfect just playlist circuit. Just get on and have some fun. Alright, last circuit. Last track. The one thing. Actual Panda with 100 bits. That track was pure clench. Also, is it time to drift in the snow yet? Also. Thank you, Panda, for the 100 bits. It was indeed clench. I'm going to turn customs off because I don't have a Runa 2000. In fact, I might, but I just wanted to turn them off anyway. It's a point-to-point. It's a Runa 2000 race. The one thing that I want to say is that I absolutely hate and despise and almost didn't choose the track because of the name. I think the name is just so low-brow ridiculous that it almost didn't get chosen. But It's meant to be a good track for the Runa 2000s, so it's we'll give it a go. I believe there's all sorts of things that you can do when it comes to cutting corners and things with the Runa 2000. Yeah, it would have been a mistake to not show this track, I agree with Benimi. But the name just makes me want to be sick. There's the name for those who are asking. It's a pretty vile name, I agree. It's just so, like, it's such a childish name. Like, there's no... And then obviously with the exclamation point at the start as well, just to make sure that it's at the top of the playlist. It's what's the word? It's appealing to the lowest common denominator, let's say that. Classless. But for once we're gonna look past the name and focus on the track, because from everything that I've heard, it is a very good circuit. I'm already uh-oh. No, we're alright. Okay, I mean, this has already caught my attention. This is already pretty fun. I like that. I like having a bit of, like, challenge to the first part like that. That's good. I've missed it! No, I missed it. I clicked it! You've got the controller cam now as well, so you're going to be able to see. Look back, you'll see me click it, and it didn't work. God damn it. Back down to 23rd. Oh, this is what I was talking about with the idea of, like, cutting corners. Oh, I missed it again. Okay, this has not gone well. This has not gone well. Like, you can sort of cut the corner here by jumping and then using the parachute. I saw nothing. Of course you guys saw nothing. So, you know, it's good when there's all sorts of little tricks and things on tracks like this. They should be relatively easy to complete. We can get the boost. Yes. They should be easy to complete, but difficult to, like, master, I would say. Around we go. It's good to see some inventive use of these cars, which we've seen more of in these streams over the last few weeks since they've been introduced. No point in bothering to do the loop. Why bother? Okie dokie. Around and around we go. Uh-oh. I bet there's a way to do that without needing the parachute. Have you got to go through these? Oh, this is never going to work. I am never going to get this right. Can you just let it... Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Nailed it. This hasn't been too bad of a little comeback. Come back through the pack. Damn it! Should have gone through the boxes. Can't make it over that one, unfortunately. I don't understand that one. I don't understand that reverse prop. Like, what's the point? It's just luck whether you actually get through it. I mean, you can just go through the boxes every time anyway. It's just what you gotta do. I feel like, yeah, there's definitely been some areas that you've had to get through. Yeah, crash through. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I like how the finish line is miles away. I mean, there's things that I like about it, there's things that I don't like about that one. I think it's fun. And I think there's a lot of things in there that... It's the sort of thing that I would like to see from, you know, more of from these stunt races. It seems to have divided opinion in the chat. Quite a lot of people not liking it. Really? Okay. I thought it had fun moments. There were some bits, like I said, that I don't like as much, and certainly, yeah, destructible things I don't know about, and I hate the name. But if you could take things from that, you know, some moments, some areas from that. I think the stunt track that we saw 2 weeks ago, was it, on PS4? That was a Ruder 2000 track, I think. But that was, you know, that was fantastic. And I would rather play that one than this, but I would like to see a few things that we had in this, in that track as well, I think. Anyway, good stuff. Some good tracks tonight. Like I said, links are all down below in the description. But yeah, fun tracks. Once again.